Hello friends, it's Ina and welcome back. So today I just wanted to sit down and talk to you. So for today, as you have seen on the title, I will be sharing all of the apps that I have on my iPad 8th generation. And these are all of the apps that I use for my small business, for making content, for my hobbies, and for entertainment. So before we get started, the iPad that I have is an iPad 8th generation and it has 128 gigabytes. I got it in space gray because my phone is also in space gray and I don't like the white bezels and I find them distracting. It has a paper-like screen protector and this baby blue case, which is my favorite color, where I also store my Apple Pencil. And then I also have this camera cover that I got as a gift. Of course, it's 𝙗𝙬𝙘𝙞. Thank you, Ate Eve, for giving me this gift, and I love it so much. I didn't have anywhere else to put it, so I just put it on my iPad. And this is my wallpaper. Of course, it's gonna be 𝙗𝙬𝙘𝙞, and I love this photo so much. So let's open it now. So this is the overview of my iPad. I don't have much, and these are just all of the apps that I need. So initially when I bought this iPad, I said that this is for hobbies. That's why I don't have any social media other than YouTube. So for the widgets, I just have a photo of 𝙗𝙬𝙘𝙞 and then the weather, just because. And then I like to have an overview of my batteries, especially when I'm using my AirPods. I can just check it there. Yay. We have the usual calendar, clock, photos, the camera, reminders, notes, the app store, settings, and this is where the fun starts. But before that, I am going to share with you all of the apps that I have in here. But I just have Safari, Files, Spotify, YouTube, always placed in here. And this is where the fun starts. For the first folder, we have a folder for content. So these are all of the apps that I use for making content or for my shop as well. So the first app that we have in here is VLLO, and this is where I edit all of my videos right now. I used to use Sony Vegas, but then transferring videos and editing on my laptop was just too taxing. I became lazy, so I just bought the app and I have the full version of it. I also have iMovie and GarageBand that comes with the iPad. I haven't deleted them just in case I need to use them. And then I have YouTube Studio. This is where I see all the comments, analytics, and this is what I use to reply to your comments. And then I have, of course, Google Drive, the most powerful cloud sharing system. Wow. But I also use iCloud, and I got the monthly subscription for extra storage, but then I use Google Drive more, especially for work, and this is where I store all of the files that I don't want to keep on my gadgets, and it's very useful because you can access it in different devices. And then I also have Gmail. I know this is social media, but this is where I communicate with international buyers. And then I have Transfer app, which you know is one of my favorite apps because I have a Windows laptop, and of course I can just airdrop my files on my laptop, so I use this. And then I have my Paperang app because this is what I use for printing the receipts that I use in my store. And PhoMemo, this is what I use to make the labels that I use for my international orders. So the next folder that we have in here is for entertainment. And first off, I know I said I don't have any other social media other than YouTube, but then I forgot that I also have Messenger because I call my family every night. We go on video calls almost every night, and usually at night I am on my iPad reading or watching something, and it's just easier to pick this up and just talk to them. So first is of course Netflix, And then Pinterest, let's see what's on my Pinterest. So this is what my Pinterest looks like. It's a combination of 𝙗𝙤𝙚𝙚𝙚, cute boys, my favorite K-pop boys. Why do I have, oh, I love you. Why do I have exercise in here? Pinterest, and then Messenger for talking to my family, VLive just in case I want to watch EXO, of course, and then I also have Chrome in here, and then I have Tide, which you know is one of my favorite apps, and then I have 𝙗𝙤𝙚𝙚𝙚. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, I'm so sorry. It's a Chinese app, I believe. I don't know if it's 𝙗𝙗 or 𝙗𝙗, I'm so sorry, but this is what I use to watch 𝙗𝙗𝙚 because Netflix is still not updated with the current episodes of 𝙗𝙗𝙚, but I've already finished season 4 and oh my goodness. Anyway, that's what I use for watching anime. And then I also have YouTube Music, which I only downloaded because there are some songs that are only available on YouTube, and I have YouTube Premium, so I can use this, I think, and I can also download songs in here. Next is for Hobbies, which is the main reason why I bought this iPad. First is GoodNotes, and this is where I keep my digital planner, digital journal, and some notes whenever I want to take online classes. So the next app that I have in here is Webtoon because there are webtoons that I like reading and I'm currently reading. Next is Shopee because this is what I use for my online store, and what I don't like about it is it doesn't have a landscape option and it's not optimized for iPad yet, which sucks. Next is I have Shonen Jump because this is what I used to read 𝙗𝙗𝙚𝙚. So I bought a monthly subscription for Shonen Jump so that I can read 𝙗𝙗𝙚. And then I have Procreate because I want to draw more, of course, and this is what I also use for making thumbnails for my store and for doing my thumbnails. And then I have the Books app. I have a little folder for education because we don't want to stop learning, and just in case we want to take some extra classes, I have 𝙗𝙪𝙨 and I have Skillshare. I don't have a subscription for 𝙗𝙪𝙨 because I know I'm not gonna use it regularly. And for Skillshare, I just use random links from my favorite YouTubers, and then I get free premium and then refresh again after a few days. And then for the last folder that we have on this page is for business because I recently opened international orders, and this is what I use to manage it because locally I use Shopee. So first is the invoice maker, just so everything is clear, including the payment instructions for when I have international buyers. Since I don't have a website for my store, I only use Jotform because honestly my store is just small and I don't think that investing in a website is worth it for now. Maybe someday if my store becomes successful or something. I just use Jotform and not Google Forms because Google Forms is kind of all over the place and it's better for surveys, but then Jotform has a business order form option and it automatically makes an invoice, which makes it easier for me to make the official invoice, which I use here. And then of course I have PayPal because that's the payment method that I use for international orders. And then I have Sheets just in case I want to check an old form that I made before. And I just keep them on the second page because I don't usually use them. And then these are just some miscellaneous apps that I haven't deleted yet just in case I need to use them. First is Keynote and then Numbers. I believe these are the PowerPoint and Excel equivalent for iOS, I'm not sure. And then I have Pages, Tips, Voice Memos, Contacts, Find My device, and then Messages. I don't have cellular, I only have a Wi-Fi, so I use this for iMessage. And then I have Widgetsmith, which I don't have the patience for creating all of the static widgets, but maybe I would when I get the motivation during this vacation. But I just use Widgetsmith to keep this photo of 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗 in here because I love him so much. duh. And that's that for the miscellaneous apps. And then I have banks. Sometimes I like to buy apps subscriptions. I need to transfer money from my banks. So the bank that I'm currently using right now is BPI and then Gcash. And now we're down to the last folder, which is for my sister, because her iPad broke last month and she borrows this from time to time for her school. So she uses Canva, and then she has Canvas for her modules and Google Docs just in case she needs to write up a document. And that is everything for my iPad. I hope that you learned new apps that you might want to use in the future. But yeah, I don't have much on my iPad other than the essentials that I have. I don't like playing games. I don't like playing games. I'm so sorry. That's why I don't have that. I mostly use this for reading haiku and making art and watching videos. So that is everything for this little sit down vlog, and I hope you got a glimpse of some things that I like, some things that I don't like. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I know my voice sucks. I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry if it became a little chatty. And that is everything. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you're enjoying the holidays with your family. If you're spending it alone, I'm sending you one big hug right now. I appreciate you, and I hope you always know that. And thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you again next week.